Welcome everybody, Josh here, back again today with a brand new YouTube video. So today we're talking about this, which is the apparent rumors that Kathleen Kennedy is being fired from Star Wars, a franchise that I actually happen to really like a lot. I collect all these Ultra Sabers from Ultra Sabers, and they're really amazing lightsabers, and they're combat ready, so you can actually fight with them with your friends. I really don't talk about Star Wars as much anymore as I used to on this channel for a variety of different reasons, mostly due to the fact that I don't really collect these Ultra Sabers anymore. There might be a couple of them in the future that I actually do buy, but then once I do that, maybe I'll do a review for it or not on this channel. But in the meantime, I kind of like to do these thoughts on videos, and one of the things that I was contemplating as of late is who would I want to run Lucasfilm if Kathleen Kennedy stepped down or got fired, which I don't really think that Disney is going to fire Kathleen Kennedy. I think the rumors that Kathleen Kennedy is going to be let go from her job, that she's going to get fired after everything that's literally happened at Lucasfilm, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to be one of those things where you see her just get let go from the company that's kind of protected her for quite some time now. And I think that the only way for this whole situation to be rectified with the fans such as myself is to hire people that are actually Star Wars fans first and foremost to work on their projects. So many of these movies and TV shows, which is one of the reasons why I don't currently have a Disney Plus account, is because of the fact that so many of these TV shows and movies have been kind of crappy lately, especially with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which basically caused me, after watching it, to kind of cancel my Disney Plus account, which is one of the reasons I've been thinking about this for quite some time. And that's who would I want to kind of run Lucasfilm after Kathleen Kennedy kind of either retires or gets fired. Hypothetical situation, and that's going to be Jon Favreau. I think Jon Favreau could definitely lead Lucasfilm to the glory days of the past with George Lucas. I think that he's a fan of the franchise. I think he understands the lore and the characters, and I think that he's one of those people that's actually a filmmaker at heart and kind of knows where he wants to take the direction of the franchise. And I think that he's one of those people in sort of the studio system itself that has not only worked with the company before in the past, things like Iron Man, but he's also made really great movies such as Chef and Cowboys and Aliens, which I really do like. And I think that, him being sort of a really great storyteller and filmmaker and science fiction fan himself kind of lends it himself to being sort of a creative head of the studios. And I think that him, the president of Lucasfilm and even the head of the whole department there running the show, could actually turn the franchise to similar to that of what we saw in not only the George Lucas days but the prequel trilogy era. And I think that that's one of the things that we really need right now as a Star Wars fandom, as a Star Wars franchise, is to kind of have really great motion pictures kind of pick up not only where we left off with sequel trilogy. They could obviously do movies set thousands of years afterwards and then create new characters that would be really interesting to kind of see where the continuity goes from there, and to kind of see new characters brought in that aren't necessarily related to Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, any of the original trilogy characters or even the prequel trilogy characters, and kind of do something that's bold and unique that Jon Favreau could definitely do. And I think that Dave Filoni would be a good second in command. I think that he's really great in terms of the Star Wars lore. He's already worked in 2D animation with things like Avatar: The Last Airbender. I do believe he was part of that. And he's also done the Clone Wars. He's done a couple episodes of The Mandalorian, which I didn't see season 3. I really like seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian, which he was definitely a part of, along with other filmmakers that I happen to really like. And I think that's one of the reasons why us Star Wars fans came back for The Mandalorian, is because it felt like Star Wars. It felt like the old school classic George Lucas stuff, which is one of the reasons why I liked seasons 1 and 2. I didn't watch season 3 because I don't have a Disney Plus account, obviously. And I personally feel like the Star Wars franchise would definitely get back up on its feet if Jon Favreau was the head of Lucasfilm. I think that Kathleen Kennedy has done enough damage to the brand where, in any other job position, she would be fired. She would be let go from the position. But because she's a woman, you can't really fire sort of a woman in today's day and age and not be labeled, sexist or phobe and all the other names that come with it. And I just don't think that Kathleen Kennedy will get let go in a firing method, or even just unless it's on her own volition. And I think whoever replaces Kathleen Kennedy could be a lot worse than Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, because she's going to appoint someone that kind of believes in the same ideologies and the same stuff that these Star Wars fans are getting kind of sick of, even the sequel trilogy era of Star Wars. And I think if they hired Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, I would have a little bit more faith. I would come back to the Star Wars franchise. I'd probably even subscribe to Disney Plus. But until that happens, I just don't see myself watching any of the newer stuff, or even really talking about it that much for that matter. The one Star Wars properties that I actually happen to still like is Fallen Order and Survivor. I think both those games by Respawn are really great. So if they made a Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order or Survivor TV series, or even a film out of that, I would probably watch that. I think it would be great to see a live action portrayal of Cal Kestis on the big screen with Cameron Monaghan as the lead actor in that. I think he'd do really great in that. But yeah, no, that's just my overall thoughts and opinions of the current state of Star Wars, and basically who I want to run Lucasfilm if Kathleen Kennedy either stepped down or got fired. So those are just my thoughts and opinions of the current state of the Star Wars franchise. I don't know how many more Star Wars related content I'm going to make in the near future. Maybe I'll make a couple videos and even discuss what I think of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which I think is a great game. But let me know in the comment section down below, do you guys still collect Ultra Sabers similar to that of what your seeing me hold here with the Obi-Wan Kenobi hilt. Do you guys collect Star Wars related merchandise? Are you big fans of the sequel trilogy? Are you not a fan of the sequel trilogy? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of Dave Filoni or even Jon Favreau becoming, the heads of Lucasfilm? I think it would be a really great idea. That's just my own personal thoughts and opinions on the matter. So, as always guys, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.